Today's video is going to be a difficult one, but it is perhaps the most requested topic in my inbox. I want to read you a letter from a woman we will call Amara. Amara writes, Siz, my hands are shaking as I type this. I've been with my husband for 6 years. We have a 2-year-old daughter. I thought we were the golden couple. Last night, he left his iPad on the kitchen counter while he went for a run. A notification popped up. It was a name I didn't recognize, saying, I can't stop thinking about last night. Siz, I opened it. I shouldn't have, but I did. I found a thread going back 8 months. Photos, voice notes, plans for weekend trips he told me were for work. While I was home with a toddler, dealing with mastitis and a broken dishwasher, he was in hotel bars across the city. When he came home from his run, I didn't even scream. I just felt cold, like the man I loved never actually existed. He's now begging for a second chance. He says it was just physical, that it meant nothing, that he was stressed. But Siz, I look at our daughter and I feel like I'm failing her if I stay, and I'm destroying her life if I leave. I don't know who I am anymore. Is a marriage worth saving when the foundation was a lie? Please help me find my feet. Amara, I can feel the weight of your words. Siz, we need to talk about the infidelity tax. Because when a partner cheats, they aren't just breaking a heart, they are breaking a life contract. Before we look at Amara's paths, we have to look at what the data tells us about why this happens and what it does to the woman left behind. Research from the American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy indicates that roughly 25% of married men engage in extramarital infidelity. But the why is where it gets interesting. Data from a study published in the Journal of Sex Research suggests that for men, infidelity is often less about unhappiness in the marriage and more about situational opportunity and a lack of impulse control. This contradicts the nice girl myth that if you are just a better wife, he won't stray. We also have to look at betrayal trauma. Dr. Jennifer Freyd, a researcher at the University of Oregon, coined this term to describe the psychological damage that occurs when the people we depend on for survival violate our trust. For Mara, this isn't just a bad mood. Her brain is registering this as a threat to her survival. And we cannot ignore the financial infidelity that usually accompanies the physical act. Research from the National Endowment for Financial Education shows that 1 in 3 adults who have combined finances have committed financial infidelity. Every hotel room, every dinner, every gift he bought that woman was money taken from Amara's household. It is a literal theft of shared resources. Amara, you are standing at a crossroads. I'm not going to tell you to pack your bags tonight, and I'm not going to tell you that love conquers all. I'm going to give you 3 options based on the reality of sovereignty. Option 1, the radical reconstruction, staying with terms. If you decide to stay, it cannot be back to normal. Research suggests that marriages only survive infidelity if the betrayer takes 100% responsibility without blaming the spouse. This involves full transparency, intensive therapy, and a completely new post-infidelity marriage agreement. You must decide if you can live with the hypervigilance tax, the constant checking, the wondering, the mental weight. Can you truly reclaim your peace while staying in the same space as the person who broke it? Option 2, the strategic separation, the pause. You don't have to decide forever today. You can choose to step back without making a final decision. You create distance. You stop performing emotional and domestic labor for him. You interact as co-parents, not partners, while you heal. This removes the pressure to forgive immediately. It allows you to rediscover who you are without constantly trying to repair what he broke. Option 3, the sovereign exit, the clean break. If the betrayal is too deep, or if this is a pattern, leaving becomes the path to reclaiming yourself. This is where action replaces emotion. You gather information. You seek legal advice. You protect your finances. You build your exit strategy quietly and carefully. Research shows that while the first year after separation or divorce can be extremely difficult for women, by the 3rd year, many report higher levels of happiness than they had during the marriage. This path is not easy, but it replaces a lifetime of doubt with a defined period of rebuilding. Siz, I've laid out the research. I've laid out the options. But the truth is, the right decision is deeply personal. Have you ever experienced a moment where everything changed in seconds? Did you stay and rebuild, or did you walk away and find yourself again? I want to hear your perspective. Do you believe a one-time mistake exists, or does breaking trust permanently change the relationship? Let's talk in the comments, but let's keep it respectful. This is a space for honesty, not judgment. If you have a story about betrayal, relationships, or finding your independence, you can share it at sizcommunitystories@gmail.com. If this conversation helped you see things more clearly, subscribe and be part of this community. We are not just talking about problems. We are building understanding, step by step. Protect your peace, protect your future, and stay grounded. I'll see you in the next one.